This week, we're talking about things in our life that are underrated, things that we don't think about that have big impact and big influence on our life, but maybe we just don't think about it very often until something's wrong with it, like breathing. It's very, very underrated. You don't think about it, you don't plan to breathe, you just do it. And unless something goes wrong, it just goes throughout life and it takes care of you. But without breathing, you can't live. It's very, very underrated. One of the things that I found in my life that is extremely underrated, and I have to be very, very careful with, especially when it comes to my own personal growth, my own spirituality, just who I am as a person. One of the most underrated things in my life, and I think in yours, is the power of the influence of the people in our life. Make no mistake, human beings are influence machines. It doesn't matter who you're with, they will influence you. Every person you spend any amount of time with is going to shape the way you live, going to shape the way you believe, going to shape the way you think. All human beings have incredible power for influence. That's why it's so important, and I think so underrated, this power of influence that people have over us. We need to be very, very careful who we allow to influence us, who we allow into our inner circles, the people we spend our most time with, the people that we listen to, the people we go to for advice. We need to be very, very careful there. 1 Corinthians 15:33, there's an old quote, it was an ancient quote, it said, "Bad company corrupts good character." And we know that's true. We know it's true that when we are around bad people, that our good character gets corrupted. But sometimes if you're not intentional, you can find yourself spending time with some people that aren't really moving you forward, they're holding you back. They're not really helping you, they're hurting you. They're not really good for you, they're bad for you. And so it's really important that you take a moment from time to time and just analyze the friendships that you have in your life. Are they moving you closer to Jesus, or are they pulling you further away? Are they helping you be a better Jesus follower, or is it just the same old, same old? Those friendships, those relationships, you get to choose them. You get to choose the people who influence you. Another underrated area of influence when it comes to relationship is what we allow onto our phones and onto our computer screens and onto our TVs. Those people influence us too. The people on Facebook and Instagram and all the grams and books and talks, all those things. Every person you watch or listen to has the potential and the explosive power to influence you. Somebody once said, "You show me your friends and I'll show you your future." And I have found that to be true. There are seasons in life when I need to evaluate my friendships and determine if they're good, pursue it. If they're not, let it go. So I would encourage you to take a look at the relationships in your life, the ones that you have control over. Some you don't. Your family, you don't have any control over that. The people you work with, you might not have too much control over that. But you do have control over who you choose to spend your time with, who you allow to influence you on your social medias. I would encourage you to analyze those. Be intentional, be purposeful. Are these good? Are these helping? Am I a better Jesus follower because of these people? Or are these people keeping me from being a good Jesus follower? One of the most underrated things in your life is the power of influence in the people around you. So be very, very careful who you allow in and who influences you. See you later.